and welcome to Runaway with Liz. That's me, I'm Liz, and with me is my traveling partner, Tony. This is the first video sharing our trip to the Big Easy. In this video, we are arriving to New Orleans and checking into the bawdy Dauphine Orleans Hotel and finding some food and drinks in the French Quarter. Before we get started, if you enjoy this video and want to see more, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel Runaway with Liz, and if you do, thank you so much for your support. The Dauphine Orleans Hotel opened in the late 1960s and is made up of 3 different buildings: the main house, the carriage house, and the Herman house. In this video, you'll see the main house and the carriage house, and inside of a main house room because that's where we stayed. The main house was built in the 1960s along with the opening of the hotel, and it feels like it hasn't been renovated since then.
Just getting out of the way for the walkthrough.
The creepy man in the closet.
Got it.
It's a very dark room. Let's check out the bathroom. That ghost again. Bed's a little bit rumpled because we kind of pushed on it. Smooth it out. There, it's good as new. Awesome, love to see it. Ice bucket. Whoops. Everything's just old. A little sitting area. There's Tony demonstrating how you sit.
That's how you sit.
That's how you sit. All right, and then we've got these cool shuttered windows. We don't have a balcony like those fancy people over there on the other side. But that's our view. I don't think we cannot open this window, so. The carriage house is a renovated 1700s building. I don't know the exact age of the building, but if you do, feel free to leave it in the comments. And if I were ever to stay here again, I would certainly fork out the extra cash to stay in one of these rooms. Attached to the courtyard, you'll find May Bailey's place, a former bordello dating from the 1850s. It's somewhat famous for its spooky sightings and is featured in multiple ghost hunting shows like Ghost Adventures and BuzzFeed Unsolved. We saw no ghosts there, but we did sip on some yummy cocktails and hear some fun jazz. This is May Bailey's.
Ooh, we've got music.
Oh, there's music happening.
After it, we saw it not work.
I am afraid.
Oh my gosh, this is the most haunted elevator.
Don't say that while we're in the elevator. What are you thinking?
It's extremely haunted.
Tony.
Look at it. I feel like we're in a set.
Oh my god, this is terrifying. This is the most terrifying elevator experience I've been in.
Oh, just even the whale. We need to send, like, oh my gosh, people need to study, like, look at the detail. The theming. I'm thinking in theme parks.
I don't think we can take the elevator again. It makes me too nervous. I hate being in this elevator. It's truly the most stressful part of this trip is just being in this elevator. It is so slow and it rocks like crazy. And sometimes the doors open and you have to like push them open all the way.
That happened once.
Once is too many times. Oh, and then that shutter, and then there's that moment when you're like, is it gonna open? It's just a beat too long. And now it's not opening. Can we...
Dang. It did not open on our floor, so we hit the lobby button and it started going back down.
There's nowhere to go. There's nothing scarier than being on like an upper floor and having a door just not open for you. In like an old haunted hotel. Other than my mistrust of the elevators, the only other thing that I have issue with at the Dauphine Orleans Hotel is those suede headboards in the rooms. I do wonder, like, what's this mysterious, like, liquid spray on our suede headboard? It's, like, literally the only thing that gives me pause. Whose bright idea was it to put suede headboards in a hotel room that close to Bourbon Street? They were gross and they need to get chucked out the window or burned in a satanic ritual or something. I feel like a little bit of food, maybe.
Let's do it.
Okay. And that evening was a night of apps. First, we popped into a nearby bar off of Bourbon Street for a happy hour beer and a couple of apps, some deep fried green beans, and a crab cake. Okay, we can dig in now.
All right.
What are you most excited about visiting New Orleans or Nolens or however we're supposed to say this dang city's name?
I think I'm excited to be surprised. I know that's a non-answer in many ways, but we haven't planned a lot this trip. We've got some good recommendations, and I'm just excited to explore and see what there is to see. But in a more specific answer, I suppose, would be, I don't know, I think I'm excited to see the older historical areas. We are based out of the French Quarter, so I'm just excited to see the older kind of architecture and just the stuff that makes New Orleans, I think, a unique city in the United States.
Perfect, me too, all those things. Afterwards, upon the recommendation of a friend who lives in New Orleans, we headed to Cane and Table in the French Quarter on Decatur Street, where we enjoyed some great cocktails and small plates to share. It's the devil in disguise. We enjoyed the crawfish croquetas, roasted Brussels sprouts, and fried plantains. And afterward, the waitress was nice enough to gift us with a free dessert flan since we were celebrating our anniversary in New Orleans that weekend.
Love flan.
And thank you so much for watching this first video sharing our trip to New Orleans. If you enjoyed this video and want to give it a thumbs up, that would be so great. And if you want to see more, I would encourage you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, thank you so much. Take care, everybody. See you next time.